Here's an update. Iowa State and LSU will tip at 6:57. LSU, Iowa State at 6:57. Let's welcome the Virginia Tech Hokies to the days. Keve Aluma, Hunter Couture, and Coach Mike Young. Once again, a reminder, no video in this session. Still shots are okay. And please announce your name and affiliation. And if you're on Zoom, raise your hand and we will answer your question. We'll open it up to Coach Young for an opening statement.
Longhorns outplayed us, needless to say. I tip my cap to Coach Beard and his staff and his players. They were better than we were this afternoon, and go back and look at it. But that's I don't know a lot more that needs to be said.
Okay, right here, Mark.
Sorry about that, guys. Obviously, you guys had the great run last week. What was helping you click last week that maybe you weren't able to duplicate or do as well tonight?
This is for the student athletes.
I would just say connectivity on the defensive end. I think we were super connected down in Brooklyn today. I thought we got off to a good start, held them scoreless to the first media. And then during the game, they were just getting their shots down. Credit to them. They made shots tonight.
Keve?
I agree with Hunter.
Right here.
Hey, Hunter, Gene Wong, Washington Post. You guys are usually so good taking care of the ball. You had 9 turnovers in the second half. Just what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I feel like we weren't strong with the ball today, including myself. I had 3 turnovers, which can't be happening in a tournament game like that. They just played pressure. Like I said before the game, they weren't going to make anything easy, and we were going to have to take care of the ball.
David Cunningham, Tech sideline. Yeah, Hunter. They mentioned just a couple minutes ago that one of their big keys was running you guys off the three-point line. What did they do so well, blowing up screens, and how did that kind of alter the way you guys played offensively?
Yeah, they did a good job of that. They were taking away easy catches on the top of the key. Whenever we came down the screen, they were topping in, not letting us come off easily. And so it kind of forced us to get to the basket and get twos. And so they were just going to live with that as long as we shot more twos than threes. That was their game plan, and it worked out pretty well for them.
Excuse me, David Teal with the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Texas was 250th in the country in three-point percentage coming into the game, and yet today over 50%. Did you guys feel like you defended them well beyond the arc?
Quebec.
I don't think so necessarily. Jones, he was 5 for 6 in the first half, and then they banked in that one. I don't think so. You can always be better, but no, I don't think we defended them as good as we should have.
Travis.
Travis Wells, WDBJ. Can you guys just take us through that last sequence of the first half? I think they scored 6 points in the last 25 seconds or so, and then three-quarter court shot at the end. Did you feel fortunate at the half to only be down 2 because you guys had to sit most of that first half?
Start with Hunter, then Keve.
Yeah, obviously it's unfortunate whenever they throw a heave like that, contested and make it in. But we felt like we were in a good position. We had me and Keve out for the last 6 minutes, so we knew we were going to be all right going into the second half. There's some things we had to fix in the second half.
Yeah. Me?
Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Steve McGarvey, Associated Press. For either of you, you talked about the second half. What made the difference there the first 5-10 minutes of the second half when Texas started to kind of stretch it out to a double-digit lead there?
I think they were just hitting shots. There were some things we could have been a little bit better at, but at the end of the day, they had good players, and those players stepped up and hit shots. So they did that, and that was about it, yeah.
Last question for student athletes.
For Keve and Hunter, David de Guzman, WFXR in Roanoke. I know the loss is still fresh, but how do you sum up this season, filled with highs and lows, an ACC tournament championship, and great teammates?
Obviously, this loss sucks. You want to keep winning, but at the end of the day, when you look at the big picture, when you look back, we're the first team in Virginia Tech history to be ACC champs. So no one will ever be able to take that away from us. The relationships we build with each other and the coaching staff, it's more about life than it's not all about basketball. So the relationships we take away from this, growing as humans, I'll be forever grateful for it.
Okay, guys, thank you for your time. Questions for Coach Young? Right here.
Hey, Coach. Wyatt Krieger, 3304 Sports. Did Texas do anything differently in the second half to kind of disrupt you guys? 9 second-half turnovers and just, it seemed like it was hard to get into a really offensive rhythm in that second 20 minutes.
I will see him. I will see Coach Beard soon, we'll talk about. I think you're going to pick your poison. Okay, you're gonna take care of mutts and crowd them, or you're going to take care of the arc. All right, and he chose the latter. He would double Mutts and Aluma. The first early second half, they had a good one. We got it out of there, but it was violent, and they came out of it in pretty good shape. I think it's pretty telling. We only shot 12, and that's well below our average. We only made 4. That also is well below our average. And then, I thought it was a bad call. The officials said it was a bad call. Aluma's second foul. Now the dynamics of the darn thing changed. You got to sit him for the last 6 minutes, but that certainly didn't beat us.
Gene.
Yeah, Mike, what was the impact of that three-pointer that they make at the buzzer
Gene,
there?
it's a momentum thing. You got to water anybody? It's a momentum thing. All right, we're in great shape. Storm gets those 2 foul shots down. We don't want them to roll it, all right, and scoop it up at midcourt and get that shot. The kid made a 3/4 court shot. Give me a break. But that is a momentum play. They have the ball to start the second half. I think they got something down there. Thank you very much. I think they got something down there. So, those can swing some things, all right? Did it beat us? No, but it was a momentum for the Longhorns going in at the half.
And kind of as a follow-up to that, just obviously the loss is still fresh and raw, but when you look at the totality of the season, what you're able to accomplish, how would you kind of characterize the season overall for you guys?
I just told them I need time to process it. Gene, I forget what it was. I know we were 10-10, 2-7 in the league, and I carried a great burden because we were a lot more talented than we were playing. And last time I checked, that's on me. But great character, and those guys hung in there, and they continued to come to practice, and they didn't separate. They hung in there as a unit and started playing good basketball. Started rattling some games off and won, 9 of our last 11 or something like that. Don't play very well at Clemson. Clemson was good, physical, and got beat by a couple. We got to go to Brooklyn, New York, and play Clemson again. We get a basket in at the buzzer to advance. And then, rattle off consecutive wins, Notre Dame, North Carolina, and Duke to win the ACC championship. Not taking that away, ever. Want to continue to come here, need to win here. That's what we need to do. The great tournament. Texas is a little bit better. I'm not sure I answered your question, Gene. I think it's a pretty special season.
Mark, then one more.
Mark Berman, Roanoke Times.
I know exactly who you are.
To follow up on that, I know you didn't want to lose in the first round again, but do you feel like the ACC championship and back-to-back NCAA appearances something to build on with the program going forward? And obviously you don't know who's coming back or not, but do you feel like the pieces are in place and these back-to-back seasons are something to build
I
on
think
here.
it's a pretty good step in a positive direction, and pretty good. David?
David. Mike's coming your way.
Mike, that's the best Texas has shot beyond the arc since Houston Baptist in the opener. How would you assess your defense? Did you think you were
David,
there
we really
on
wanted-
closeouts?
No, it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. And 36 first half points, 34 first half points. I didn't think we had gotten our feet under us offensively. I thought we were going to be a lot. But I told him, I said, 34 points to Texas in a half is not good enough. We spent so much time, shrink the floor, take care of Allen. We wanted to play 32 and Sensu, Disu, number 4. We wanted to play those one-on-one. We thought we could guard them one-on-one, but we thought we had to put Allen in a cocoon, if you will, and swipe at the ball. Pretty soft defensively on 2 of Jones, made threes. Just we got the right tag, and he gets behind it and makes a shot. David, I think I watched 10 Texas games, maybe more. It's the basketball gods. It's not a very good shooting team. They're very, very good, all right? And, Big 12 and so on. But, combination, a good day for the Longhorns, and not as good a defensive effort as we've come to expect.
All right, Mike, thanks for your
All right,
time.
thanks, everybody.
Safe travels back to Blacksburg. Once again, a recording of this press conference will be available in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaa.veritone.com. Thanks for your time.